Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Taurus, March 27, 2025. You might uncover a resource you never knew you had today, and it's satisfying. It's a good day for new insights into your income or practical matters in general, especially for finding ways to make more from what you already have and doing your research. The information you uncover today may not only be interesting, it could even be profitable. This is a time for appreciating simple pleasures and comforts and for finding familiar people and circumstances reinforcing rather than for pushing too far or giving in to the feeling that you need more in order to be happy. You're also learning about your self-worth and perhaps eliminating attitudes that have been holding you back from going after what you want. On another level, it can be a good time for decluttering by eliminating non-essential possessions and unnecessary or frivolous expenses. Selling old things or finding new ways of using what you already have can figure strongly these days. Get ready for a sharp and agile mind today. You'll be on top of the world. Today's cosmic weather will empower you with great strength and potency when it comes to your thoughts and words. Mental Mercury, the celestial messenger planet of the mind and connection, will dance in a sextile with powerhouse Pluto in the depths of space. This ensures that if you want to persuade someone of your wishes, such as a partner or potential romantic option, they could very quickly be enchanted by your requests. Use the power wisely. Talk about what you need to prioritize. All week long, you may have felt like a conversation about your priorities, schedule, and work and life balance would have to happen. The time has come because Mercury retrograde in Aries will sextile Pluto in Aquarius. You might feel initially unsure of how to start this conversation, especially if you need to pull back either at work or home. But once you get the ball rolling, it will be so much easier to say what has been on your mind. Your work and life balance will only improve following this discussion. You are human and you need a hug every once in a while. It's not about sex or seduction, it's just a deep confirmation that you are a good and lovable person. If you can relate to this need, don't hesitate to get a hug from someone who loves you. Your emotions can feel a bit raw, you may experience tears or sad feelings even as you receive this hug. Let the feelings release and don't question your emotions. Your spiritual faith may be on your mind with this day's vibration. Perhaps this is something that is well defined for you, or maybe in the past you haven't placed much emphasis on faith in your life. Either way, if the subject is something that is now in your thoughts, it may be a good time to explore the infinite number of belief systems that are out there. World religion can be an extremely interesting subject. See what you can learn and perhaps incorporate into your life. At a time when there is a huge amount of change in the air and planets not only moving in opposite directions but crossing paths, the moon's departure from Capricorn leaves you with everything needed to navigate the coming days. Especially if you are willing to trust your instincts and your own judgment. With your subconscious able to download information faster than you can process at the time, the insight is there as long as it isn't drowned out by overthinking things. This leaves you emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware when it counts. As the moon leaves and wraps up its monthly visit to Capricorn, as well as leaving you more emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware, this wraps up an important few days on the romantic and relationship fronts. While a clash with Mars leaves you with a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you, this was also a window into a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia that is starting to take on a life of its own. Patience and persistence will lead to steady growth. Your quote of the day: a strong foundation takes time to build. Your color of the day is deep green, grounding you in stability. Lucky numbers: 2, 9, 18. A practical decision today will benefit you in the long run. Avoid unnecessary stress by prioritizing what truly matters. A quiet moment may bring unexpected clarity. Trust in your ability to create lasting success. Our eyes in the sky. Alright, let's take a deep breath together and settle into the energy of this reading. No pressure, no expectations, just an open heart and an open mind. Let's see what messages the cards have for you today. Right away, the first card that comes up is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is a powerful way to begin. This card speaks of cycles, of life's natural ebb and flow, and of how change is constantly at play, even when we don't see it happening. If you've been feeling stuck, uncertain, or like things have been at a standstill, this is a sign that movement is coming. The wheel is turning, and it's leading you towards something new. Maybe you've been waiting for a shift, a fresh start, or a moment of clarity. This card suggests that the universe is already setting things in motion. Change can sometimes feel unpredictable, and that can bring a mix of emotions. If things have felt chaotic or uncertain lately, this is your reminder that every phase has a purpose. Even if things aren't clear just yet, trust that what's shifting is happening for your highest good. Think of moments in your past when things unexpectedly changed, and later, you realized why it had to happen that way. This is one of those moments. It's okay to not have all the answers right now. What matters is that you trust the process. As we move forward in the reading, the next card that comes through is the Five of Swords, and this brings in a different kind of energy. This card often speaks of conflict, miscommunication, or a situation where winning doesn't necessarily feel like a victory. Perhaps there's been tension with someone, a disagreement that left you feeling unsettled, or even an internal battle between what your mind says and what your heart feels. If something has been weighing on you, this is a reminder to step back and ask yourself, is this fight truly worth my energy? Sometimes, walking away from unnecessary drama is the most powerful thing you can do. This doesn't mean avoiding confrontation or suppressing your emotions. It simply means choosing your battles wisely. If you've been replaying an argument in your head or carrying the weight of unresolved issues, consider how much power you want to give to this situation. Sometimes, the best response is peace. Sometimes, the real strength is in letting go. And if you need closure, know that it doesn't always have to come from the other person. It can come from within. Now, bringing a softer and more intuitive energy into the reading, we have the Queen of Cups. This card is a beautiful contrast to the previous one, reminding you to trust your emotions and listen to your inner voice. The Queen of Cups is deeply in tune with her feelings, and she navigates life with wisdom and compassion. If you've been feeling emotionally overwhelmed or uncertain, this is your encouragement to slow down and reconnect with yourself. Have you been honoring your needs? Have you been giving yourself the same kindness and understanding that you give to others? This card also speaks to intuition, and right now, your inner wisdom is stronger than you might realize. Pay attention to the quiet nudges, the gut feelings, and the little signs around you. Your emotions are not random, they are guiding you. If something doesn't feel right, trust that. And if something feels aligned, even if it doesn't make logical sense yet, trust that too. Now is a time to nurture yourself, to create space for emotional healing, and to surround yourself with people who truly see and appreciate you. The next card in this reading is the Knight of Wands, and this brings in a burst of passion, movement, and fearless action. Where things may have felt uncertain before, this energy comes in to push you forward. The Knight of Wands doesn't overthink, he follows his excitement, his curiosity, and his instincts. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to take action on something, this is your sign to go for it. Whether it's a new creative project, a bold decision, or even a spontaneous adventure, the energy here is about moving forward with confidence and enthusiasm. This is not a time to hold back because of fear or doubt. The best ideas, the best experiences, and the best moments in life often come when we take a leap, even if we're unsure of the outcome. Think about a time in your life when you said yes to something before you felt completely ready, maybe a trip, a job opportunity, or even just an unexpected conversation that led to something meaningful. That's the kind of energy this card is bringing into your life right now. Be open to the unexpected, and don't be afraid to take that first step. And finally, we close this reading with the Ten of Cups, a beautiful and deeply reassuring card. This is the energy of emotional fulfillment, joy, and a sense of peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be. If you've been longing for a sense of stability or for something to finally feel right, this card is a confirmation that it is within reach. Whether this has to do with relationships, personal healing, or just a deep inner contentment, the Ten of Cups reminds you that happiness is not just something to chase, it's something to recognize and appreciate in the present moment. This card asks you to reflect on what truly brings you joy. Not just the big milestones, but the little moments, the laughter shared with someone you love, the quiet mornings before the world wakes up, the feeling of being understood. True fulfillment comes from within, and you are on the path to finding it. Looking at this reading as a whole, there is a clear journey here. It starts with change, the wheel of fortune reminding you that shifts are happening, even if you can't see them yet. Then, there's a challenge, the Five of Swords pointing to tension or conflict, something that needs resolution. But then comes clarity, the Queen of Cups guiding you to trust yourself, to listen to your emotions. After that, momentum builds, the Knight of Wands pushing you to take action and embrace the adventure ahead. And in the end, there's peace, the Ten of Cups bringing the message that, after everything, fulfillment and happiness are waiting for you.